So, some new breaking news. Life appended for Americans as U.S. scrambles to contain coronavirus threat. The New York, Washington Reuters post from Disneyland to the U.S. Supreme Court, from Wall Street to Dodger Stadium. Nearly every facet of American life fell into turmoil on Thursday as the coronavirus outbreak caused sweeping closures and economic disruption. As concern grew over a rapid spread of the sometimes fatal COVID-19 respiratory illness caused by the virus, the U.S. stock market crattered. A new professional and college sports leagues suspended play. Broadway theaters went dark, and many schools from Ohio to Texas shuttered. The unprecedented cascade of shutdowns reflected growing fears that the outbreak of the highly contagious pathogen, which has already killed at least 40 people in the United States, could race out of control unless authorities squelch large public gatherings. As companies locked their offices and dispatched employees to work from home, fears of recession rose in step with the number of U.S. infections, which jumped to more than 1,300 on Thursday. The concerns were reflected in U.S. stock markets, with major indexes now in bear market territory, down at least 20% from their recent high. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio declared a state of emergency, granting him new powers as the number of confirmed cases rose to 95 in the nation's most populous city. We are getting into a situation where the only analogy is war and wartime dynamic. Oh my gosh, wow, finally someone is talking about war. De Blasio said, referring to an expected surge in demand for hospital beds. Again, I have gone over this in my YouTube channel many times. This is a war, a biological war that we are in. We need to treat it as such. Regardless that there's people that, some people may not be not dying, but there are some people that are dying. The thing is that this has the ability to get into a stage 2 form of this virus. Once it goes into a stage form 2 of this virus, we don't know what it could do. It could even affect younger people and potentially kill even healthy individuals. Currently, it sits at a stage 1 pandemic virus, but it is nonetheless created in a biological weapons facility in Wuhan, China, right next to a restaurant that I have, many of you guys have seen that I've posted on this video, on this channel. So here we go. We are getting into a situation where the only analogy is war and wartime dynamic. Exactly. One of my commenters on this YouTube channel commented, has anybody ever thought, why isn't Russia getting infected? I mean, like, seriously, not even one person in Russia has been noticed that they've been infected with this. Prior to this coronavirus coming out, we've not heard anything from Russia for like almost a year. Prior to that 1 full year, we were hearing something about Russia all the time, non-stop. So what are your comments? Do you think, leave your comments down below, of course, but make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, share this information with all your friends and family. But I want to know, what do you think about Russia's involvement in the coronavirus? Do you think that a Russian spy agent working in a virology lab in Wuhan, China, purposely infected people in China? Let me know your comments down below. I would be really interested in hearing it. But please make sure that you do some educated research prior to answering that question, because I really try to stick with people that are educated about this and not so much people that don't really know what they're talking about. So from California to New York, officials banned large gatherings and closed museums and other institutions without saying how long the directives would stay in place, compounding the uncertainty. So, there you go. It's getting tougher and tougher. One thing that I can say about this, this effect on the, I mean, look at what happened to the Black Plague. Look at what happened to the Spanish flu. I mean, every year, every 4 or 5 years, there's like another virus that comes out. What is the difference of this new virus? Well, this new virus, again, like I just discussed, it has the potential to go into a stage 2. Now, the fear that's in everyone is already known, and I can get into that in my next few videos. I'll cover that a little bit, but it has a lot to do with a biblical stance of where the coronavirus actually came from. And so you want to tune in to this YouTube channel if you want to hear that video and what I've got to say as far as a biblical stance of where the coronavirus came from and what we need to do to keep that from spreading, and what we can do in our homes and in our families and in our communities as to keeping this virus from spreading. All right, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video with all your friends and family. The Last Viking TV is